你好各位，我個名係李美詩，我提你唔該你9月1號去投票選我做檢察官。唔該你提你個家庭同埋你啲朋友呢，去一齊去投票選我做檢察官。記住我個名係李美詩，9月1號。多謝晒。My name is Macy Lee, and I am running for Norfolk County District Attorney. This is a historical election because this is the first time voters can elect a district attorney who has extensive leadership, management, and prosecutorial experience to restore accountability, integrity, and transparency in Norfolk County. This is also a historic election because I am the first BIPOC AAPI candidate to run for a county-wide position in Norfolk County, a county that has the largest Asian population in Massachusetts and is also one of the most diverse communities. My candidacy alone has challenged the impenetrable old fraternal politics that existed far too long in Norfolk County. Many candidates promise change, but as a state prosecutor for 20 years, I always look to see whether the evidence supports the claims. I urge you to do your due diligence in researching all the candidates to see whether they are making empty political promises. Do any of these candidates have a proven record of leading and managing large-scale public offices? Do any of these candidates bring a diversity of skill, perspectives, and experience to the role of district attorney? Which candidate is a homegrown ADA and will make no changes to the office because they bring no outside experience to the role? Who has invested in Norfolk County by being a longtime resident and public servant to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts? Which candidate has demonstrated integrity throughout their career and their campaign? Is there a candidate whose supporter created a super PAC to accept dark money to manipulate voters and the election results? Who has never stepped foot in a Massachusetts court but wants to now lead the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office? Who has recently been allowed to practice law in Massachusetts as soon as December 2025 and does not hesitate to politicize the pain of victims? Who is susceptible to public corruption while claiming to weed out corruption? Which candidate can remain independent, fair, and unbiased because they did not accept dozens of political endorsements from elected officials, which result in political IOUs? I ask you to carefully think about which candidate can truly change the culture, tone, and management of the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office. I have a proven track record of making effective, long-lasting, and real changes to large-scale public-facing offices. I spent 20 years as a state prosecutor and 10 years as the chief of the narcotics unit at the largest and busiest district attorney's office in New England. In the early years of my career as a prosecutor, I handled and tried some of the most complicated and heinous cases. I currently lead and manage one of the largest and busiest adjudicatory boards in the Commonwealth. As the chief of the narcotics unit, I spent 10 years overseeing some of the lengthiest and most complex investigations. I had the pleasure and privilege of working with local, state, and federal law enforcement officers to ensure that communities stay safe and free of fentanyl, heroin, cocaine, and opioid addiction. I am a proven change agent, and being the next district attorney will be my third role for change. So when you're in the ballot box on September 1st, looking at 7 circles and holding a black felt-tipped marker in your hand, I urge you to consider all these important questions about who should be the next district attorney in Norfolk County. I ask you to consider me and vote for me, Macy Lee, as your next district attorney. With 34 years as an attorney in Massachusetts, 32 years of dedicated public service, and 20 years of management experience, I am the candidate who can keep her promise of making effective, systemic, and long-lasting changes to the culture, leadership, and infrastructure of the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office. I bring diversity in skills, perspectives, and experiences never possessed by a district attorney in our county. I promise to be a district attorney for everyone. Experience and representation matter, and I ask for your vote. Thank you.